The energy. Listen, you know what? One thing that I always remember when I used to be in network marketing, I remember that my leader, he used to always say the person with the most energy is the person who lasts the longest. And also he told me that if you want people to match your movement, you've got to be higher, at a higher elevated space. So if you want them to be at 100%, baby, you got to be at 300%. So I've always been told, like, you got to stay fired up, okay? Stay fired up. Now, right as after we finish this, I'm going to pop open a bottle of wine and I'm going to get a glass and I'm going to chill out and eat what I ain't supposed to eat. Y'all don't tell my trainer, but I'm going to eat something because I deserve it. Yes, I do. I sure do. And I'm going to drink me some Jesus juice and I deserve it. Yes, I do. But with that stated, y'all type them cities and states into the chat space, or if we got some international folks here, Brooklyn, New York, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, Houston, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Hampton, VA, 757 in the house. Y'all know that's where I'm from. Lee Summit, Missouri, St. Louis, Atlanta, Detroit, Gordon Heights, New York. It's some cities in here I ain't never heard of. And so that means we are expanding. Can we say expansion? All right, y'all. Well, let me go ahead and get out the way of greatness. We're going to close this off really strong with another one of my coaches, as I told you guys, was blessed because at the time when I met him, I had been a workshopaholic. Okay, y'all. Anybody can relate to overworking underpaid. Do y'all know what I mean? When you work so much and you know you deserve more. And this also even relates back to what Andre, one of his partners, was talking about earlier today, is like charging your worth as well, right? And so I was overworked, underpaid, undercharging like a mug. And I was building up, a name, and people started to hear about me. But honey, I was out here working way too hard. And I mean, by the end of the month, I had no money left. How do you have no money at the end of the month when you're working so hard to be free? And so what happened was, met him literally right before the pandemic. January came, everybody started talking about this virus that was traveling across the world. And I met him at an event. I believe that, I don't remember when that event was. It was the Close conference. And then he invited me literally to come to an event that weekend. It was like 2 days away. I lived in Houston at the time and he was in Atlanta, and I said, sure. See, the thing about when you know you're ready for the next level, sometimes you're going to get an opportunity that's going to make you uncomfortable, because I wasn't really in the position to go to Houston to Atlanta in a 2-day notice. I wasn't in a position to do that and then invest in being a VIP at the conference, but I was tired of getting these same results. Can anybody else relate? I was sick of it. And so I said, all right, let me stretch myself. This ain't comfortable at all. And I didn't tell him my situation. Listen, I really don't like telling people when I'm going. Listen, I'm going to just figure it out. Let me figure this out. And so I figured it out. I got to Atlanta and went to this conference. He taught me a technique at that conference, because as a VIP, you got a chance to go into this breakout session. You got to always be VIP. Always be VIP, okay? So I got a chance to be in a session, and he showed me a technique and been able to use that. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, my business went from doing, and I'm not going to tell y'all the updated income, but the business went from doing probably consecutively, I was making about $10,000 a month, to doing well over $40,000 a month. Now, one of the biggest challenges right now that we're growing into the space of is now I've been hiring people, y'all. I got employees and stuff, and that's a whole nother level. But I'm so grateful to be able to be in a space where I'm stimulating an economy when many companies are laying people off. And so, y'all, he is known as the king of client attraction. He is also, and I meant to give all these introduction and accolades. I didn't give a chance to do that for Andre, but I'll do it tomorrow. But he is a father. He is a husband. Hold on, let me make sure I get him on the preview. Make sure that he's in there looking real fly. Okay, 1 second. He's a father. He is a husband. He is he serves full time, not just in church, but for at-risk youth. Y'all, he is doing so much out here in these streets. And what I also love is that on top of him being one of the best when it comes to client attraction, y'all, he got people with real receipts, like left and right. Receipts. And so everybody, I want you guys to give it up to another one of my amazing coaches, y'all. Go ahead and type in give up, like, hit the hearts, hit the exclamation, hit all that stuff in the chat, y'all. Let's give it up for Dr. Marquel Russell.
Hey, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? So let's get to it. So I know I got a lot to share in a very little bit of time. Before I do get into it, I would be remiss if I don't give it back up to Taria, the whole team. Taria is doing amazing work, just serving big time at a really high level, and of course y'all already know that. So it's Taria, the whole team. Thank you so much for doing this and all that you do. So let's get to it, y'all. So what I want to do with my time that I have here, I think I have 30 minutes. I want to share with you all the fast track to a 7-figure expert business. The fast track to a 7-figure expert business. Because, like, a lot of times people think that it takes all day to do something, right? And the fastest way to get to a destination is in a straight line. So I want to give you the straight line process. I want to make sure I'm looking in the right camera. So I want to give you the straight line process, right? So here it is. So, and this is the same process we teach our clients that has allowed them to, we've helped our clients over $500 million in sales. And that number continues to grow by the minute. And I know y'all heard from Dre earlier, my business partner, my right-hand man, my brother. So this is probably going to build a lot on what he talked about as well. So let's get right down to it. So the first thing you're going to require to build a 7-figure business, and now an expert business is a business that's a business based around your expertise. So this means if you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a service provider, you're a course creator, you're a speaker, you're an author, that means you have an expert business, right? So I'm gonna give you the fast track to making this happen. So number one, you got to have the right mindset. The right mindset means that you understand the fact that it's. I want to give you one piece of it. It's called the time and money paradox. So basically, the time and money paradox basically says it's easier to make a lot of money in a little bit of time than it is to make a little bit of money in a lot of time. It's easier to make a lot of money in a little bit of time than it is to make a little bit of money in a lot of time. So it's easier to make $30,000 a month than it is to make $30,000 a year. It's also easy to make $30,000 a week than it is to make $30,000 a month. It's also easy to make $30,000 in a day than to make $30,000 in a week. And it's easy to make $30,000 in an hour than it is to make $30,000 in a day. And I'm going to show you how with this fast track formula. So let's get to it. So I call this the rule of one. Okay, I call this the rule of one. First thing you got to have is one problem you solve. So I want you to get crystal clear on the problem you solve. So write that down. For those taking notes, write down what is the problem you solve. Or if you're watching this like in the group or on Taria's page or somewhere, put it in the chat. Like, what problem do you solve? Like, I help blank do blank. What? Or I help people do. What's the problem you solve? Or it could be one word. What problem do you solve? Fat loss, overweightness, lack of confidence, marriage issues, divorce. Like, what's the problem you solve? Type that, write it down, put it in the comment. You might have somebody who see what you put, and they may be like, okay, I need that. And they'll reach out to you and pay you. So what's the problem you solve? That's number one. What problem do you solve? Number two, who's the client that you solve that problem for? Like, don't say, well, I help everybody. Everybody has weight loss. Everybody can stand to lose 5 pounds. No, don't do that. Who is the person? I'm going to give you an example. So I have a friend and client of mine and my trainer. When we first started working together, he was making about $2,500 in a month. Was a great month for him. But he was about to quit and go get a job because it wasn't working out, right? He was charging like $249 a month. So that's for a limited training. So in 90 days, that's $747 for 90 days for unlimited training. Now he charges about $6,000 or so, depending on the situation. What did he change? Well, number one, he got crystal clear on the problem that he solved. He got crystal clear on the client that he wants to solve the problem for, which is entrepreneurs. Right now, he works with the clients he wants to work with, makes the type of money he wants to make, has a lifestyle that he wants to have as well. So, who is your ideal client? Here's a couple ways to figure out. Three questions you want to ask yourself. Who are they? Okay. Do I like them? And can they pay? So that's 3 questions. I'm gonna give you another 3 questions. Well, I'm gonna give you 2 more questions. So it'll be 5. The next question you want to ask yourself is, what are their top 10 pains and frustrations? What are their top 10 pains and frustrations? The 5th question is, what are their top 10 dreams and aspirations? So what are their top 10 dreams and aspirations? And what are their top 10 frustrations and challenges? You want to be clear on that, because now when you sit down to write an ad, to write an email, to create a video, to create a presentation, to create an event, you know exactly who you're speaking to and what they're dealing with. Okay. So that's one client. Also, you want to understand the mirror effect. Okay, Marquel, what is the mirror effect? Well, the mirror effect means that you attract who you are. So if you want to attract clients that pay you premium prices, what do you have to do? You have to be a person that pays premium prices. If you want to attract clients who are decisive and able to make a decision and they're like, all right, let's do this, you have to be somebody that's decisive, right? If you want to attract clients that pay in full, you got to be a client that pays in full. If you want to be a client that who pays on time, you got to be a client that pays on time. So you want to be the type of person that you are. So that's the mirror effect. You're going to attract who you are 100% of the time. Okay. Now you want to have a Godfather offer. A Godfather offer is Godfather offer because it's an offer they can't refuse. So how do you make an offer they can't refuse? It has three components. Number one, it has to be premium price, meaning you charge anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 or more. You charge $3,000 to $10,000 or more. Okay. Also, it's leveraged, meaning you can serve one to many and not one to one. So if you got a book, I know many of you are authors. If you have a book, it's to your benefit and to your client's benefit or your book customers' benefit to have something that they can buy for $3,000 and $10,000 or more, so you can help them implement the stuff that's in the book. That's going to immediately add an extra $1 million into your income on top of your book sales, right? So it has to be leveraged. Now you can serve one to many versus one to one, okay? And it has to be an elegant solution, meaning it's a simple process that you walk people through step by step by step. Okay. So your one Godfather offer, one offer you can look them in the eyes and say, this is going to help you get the results you want. Next is you want to have one marketing funnel. So let me give you a couple examples. Let's say, because a good chance you got a book if you hear Rocking with Taria. If you hear and you don't got a book, you should be rocking with Taria. Like, you must not be really rocking with Taria. So you need to sign up for whatever she got so you can get that book done. So I'm gonna use this in a book perspective, and I'm gonna use it in a book perspective. So let's say, for example, your book funnel, your book marketing funnel is, let me give 2 examples. Let's say you give the book away for free, and then on the next page, once they download the book, is an opportunity to schedule a call to buy the $3,000 or $10,000 thing I just told you about. Let's say your book funnel is they buy your book on your page, and on the next page is like, hey, congratulations. First of all, thank you so much for grabbing the book, and congratulations. It's going to be absolutely transformational. It's going to be on the way to you. In the meantime, a lot of people who read the book, they either have questions or they get stuck or they want some help implementing the stuff that's in the book to get results faster. So I want to invite you to a call. We can hop on the phone, see where you are, see where you're looking to go, and help you map out a game plan to hit your goals and implement the stuff that's inside the book. If you would like to take advantage of that, click on the button below, schedule a call, and let's talk about how we can help you implement the stuff, in the meantime, before the book even gets to you. And now that's one simple marketing funnel. And now you're sending all your traffic, all your marketing is going to that. Very simple. Believe it or not, that's a potential multi-million-dollar marketing funnel doing that one process. So that's the one marketing funnel. Then you want to have one traffic source. The one traffic source is you want it to be a traffic source where you get unlimited leads. So it's a paid source. So maybe it's Facebook ads, maybe it's YouTube ads, maybe it's Instagram ads. Well, Facebook and Instagram ads kind of go together. But you want to have a place where you can put $1, put $5, put $10, put $100, and you get an ROI on that, and you can get in front of eyeballs. So what is that one traffic source that you're going to use? Right? One of my favorites is Facebook ads. Simple to use. Once you know what you're doing. I'm going to give you some resources in a second for free that you can actually use to kind of implement and get it live. But that's a way to get unlimited leads every day. Now, if you go live regularly, you create content, you got a podcast, you speak on stage, all that stuff is great. All that's great. But it requires your effort. You want to put a system in place and have a traffic source where it doesn't require your effort. Okay? So that's the one traffic source. And then you want to have one email per day, because once you have this one marketing funnel, you're clear on who you work with, you're clear on how you help them, and now you're driving traffic to it, you're going to start building an email list. So now you want to be emailing that list every day. These emails aren't just to sell them something. It's to add some value. It's to develop a deeper connection. And then then you invite them to either consume some content you just put up, or you invite them to schedule a call to talk about how y'all can work together at a deeper level. Okay. So that's the one email per day. Next, you create one piece of content per day. Value-based content. Again, this can be a podcast if you got a podcast. This can be as simple as you holding up your phone like this, shooting a quick video, and then uploading it. Don't got to be fancy. This could be as simple as you holding up your phone like this and going live. Right? Assets. Some people say, well, what about doing stories? Stories are cool, but that's not what I'm talking about. Stories are extra. Right? Because the thing with stories, they go away after 24 hours. You want to have content because now when people search your name, when they see your ads or when they hear about you, they want to search you up and see what else you got online. So you want to have content that they can binge watch. If you're not creating content, then they can't binge watch your content. And then your content does the selling for you. It's important that you have that in place. Okay? So creating one piece of content per day is very simple. I would challenge you for the next 90 days to create a piece of content solving a specific problem for your audience. The best way to show people you can help them is by actually helping them. And the best way to do that is by creating content. Okay? And then you want to have one conversion method. You want to have one conversion method where you take people through this process, this whole process I just walked you through. And then they either show up on a webinar or they show up at your event or they get on the phone with you or somebody on your team and then they buy. So a conversion method is like the point of transaction. So you want to have one conversion method. And then you want to give yourself 1 year. You want to give yourself 1 year. Most people don't give themselves 1 month. Definitely not 1 quarter. Most people don't give themselves 1 day. They already check out. They already talked themselves out of it. They saw one negative thing. Somebody left them a negative comment. They listen to their negative thoughts and they check out and it's over with. But you want to commit to 1 year and don't focus on a year. Just focus on the day. I'm gonna give you an example. So I'm reading, listening to Will Smith's new book, right? And I keep telling people this story. So at the very beginning of it, Will Smith talks about his dad, Will and his brother Harry. His dad had them building a wall, like in front of the store that his dad owned, and it was this massive wall, and it was a deep wall. So he was like, "Man, we're never gonna be able to get this done." And they did it for multiple days. And one day his dad heard them complaining about it. And his dad came to them and was like, "What's up with y'all? Like, what's y'all problem?" And it was like, "Man, we're never gonna get this fixed. It's gonna take forever. Blah 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 blah." And he was like, "Look, it's not a wall. Every day, just focus on laying one brick perfectly. And if you only focus on laying one brick perfectly, eventually you'll have a wall." And that's what they did. Every day they focused on laying one brick perfectly. And then they finally accomplished building a wall. And then his dad came over there and was like, "See this?" They looked at it. And his dad was like, "Guys, don't ever tell me something you can't do." And Will said, every project he's tackled in his entire life, every big goal, he's attacked every one of them just like that. Looking at, okay, this is a big goal. What's the one perfect brick for me to lay every day to hit this goal? So for example, in this particular context, don't look at like, dang, I got to do this for a year or a year from now. No, every day, wake up, create a piece of content, email your list, check your ads, make sure you're on point, have some conversation with the people who reach out to work with you because people are going to be reaching out to work with you. And then focus on that one client and helping them solve that one problem. So give yourself 1 year. When you do that, that leads to 1 million. That leads to 1 million. That is the process. Simplified, remove all the fat. Now, let me say this, y'all, because I know I got a ton of time. I'm probably, out of all the speakers you've heard and going to continue to hear over the next couple of days or so, I'm probably the least qualified person to be talking about success in business and all that on paper, right? Because I don't got like a college degree. Yes, it's Dr. Marquell Russell. I recently got that. I got a GED prior to that. So GED to PhD. Dropped out of high school in 10th grade. Got a 9th grade education. Started selling drugs at a young age. One of my first businesses was in the pharmaceutical industry selling drugs, right? And that was my thing. And then I started an entertainment company doing artist management, club promotion, things of that nature. And while I was in the club one night, I ended up getting introduced to network marketing, to research about network marketing. Some of y'all probably in network marketing. So I jumped into the network marketing thing and have no idea what I was doing. Mind you, I'm fresh off the streets. Like I'm at the events, the meetings, smelling like weed, everybody in suits and all that. I don't even own a suit at this time. Still don't really own it, I don't think. But anyway, it's not the point. So went through that whole process. And then everybody who I knew, they weren't interested. They weren't interested. It was like, boy, that's a pyramid scheme. That ain't gonna work. Are you crazy? We blah 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 blah. And I actually almost let them talk me out of it. My mom was like, if you market yourself, it can work. I'm like, okay, cool. I put some effort. Okay, cool. And then the guys saw more in me who recruited me. Like these are guys were really strange. They didn't really know me like that. They saw more in me than I actually saw in myself. So they invited me to this conference that this network marketing company was having. And when I went to the conference, I was like, wow. It like introduced me to a whole new world. Introduced me to like Jim Rohn, personal development, things that I need. Let me take a quick sip of water. It is Jim Rohn, personal development, all this stuff totally changed my life. And I was like, wow. Came out. I don't know what happened, but I recruited some people. It flatlined really quick because I ran out of people to talk to. None of the people I knew wanted to hear it. They wasn't coming to no meetings. Definitely wasn't putting on no suit. And I wasn't bringing my people to your house. Because if I brought my people to your house, they may see a different opportunity. And I was like, I ain't going to do y'all like that. Right? So didn't do them like that. And somebody on my team introduced me to network marketing. They basically was like, hey, I mean, they not in network marketing. They introduced me to online marketing. They sent me a video series that basically said, here's how to build your network marketing business without home and hotel parties. I was like, interesting. So I watched the 4-part video series, bought this $40 ebook. I shared the ebook with somebody else and made a $20 commission. That was my first sale I ever made online. And I was like, okay, it's something to this. They actually sent me the $20. Okay, cool. But I was introduced to direct response marketing. And like I said, it changed the whole game for me. Learning how to generate leads, learning how to attract clients and all that good stuff. And when I learned this, at first, all I did was consume a whole bunch of information. I was buying courses. I was getting on events like these. I was getting on webinars. I used to watch a webinar every night. I downloaded every ebook you can think of, every report you can think of. Most of them I never even read. Downloaded all the audios. I just consume. I had a stack of notebooks taller than me. What am I saying? Why am I sharing all this? It wasn't until I started implementing where the game really changed. That's when the game really changed. It didn't matter how much information I consumed. It didn't matter how much courses I bought, how many webinars I got on, how many coaches I hired, none of that. It didn't matter until I started implementing. And the advice that I got, I bought a course one time and I got on a call with the guy, came with a coaching call, and he was like, just pick one thing. Just pick one thing. And when I look back over these last years and I look at the fact that we've helped our clients do over $1 billion in sales, and the number grows by the minute. Our youngest client that we've helped become a millionaire, we started working with him and he was 12. He's like 14 now, right? And when I look back over the process and like what happened, most people won't do it. And what happened was me looking back and like the rule of one is what did it. I started creating a piece. I figured out who I was going to help. At one point, it was network marketers. Then that evolved to people who want to start online businesses. And that evolved to people who want to start coaching businesses. Then that evolved to people who want to attract clients. And that's where Client Attraction University was birthed. And now we've been able to work with amazing people like Taria and many other people you saw speak on the event. And I look back at my life. And that after that call, he was like, pick one thing. And then I start doing it for 90 days. And like I said, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, right mindset, one problem you solve, lead generation, getting clients. Who's the client? Clear on the client. What's my offer? That's really I can look them in the eyes and say, this is the thing you need. You don't got to do a low ticket offer and upsell and upsell and upsell. You don't got to do all that. What's the one high ticket offer you can sell them that absolutely is going to change their life if they implement the one marketing funnel, the one traffic source, the one email per day, create one piece of content per day, one conversion method, and you give yourself 1 year, that leads to 1 million. And here's a cool thing. Here's the caveat. Let's say it don't happen this year, but you got the momentum and it happened next year. Would you be mad? Or what if it happened a year after? What if you just went all in for the next 3 years? I'm going to give you an example. So we got a client. Many of you probably know him. I won't say their name, though, because I don't want to put their business out. But we started working with them in 2019. They made we started working with them in 2020. They made $5,000 for the entire year of 2019, and they both work 100 hours a week. It's a couple. They both work 100 hours a week. They started working with us in 2020. They made $400,000 a year. I don't even know the calculations on that. 5,000 to 400,000 in 2020. 2021, they made 1.8 million in 2021. And guess what they did? Followed the rule of one. And the crazy thing is, they didn't even run the whole play. So we're about to take them to 5 million now, because we're about to get them to run the whole play and then refine what they've already been doing. So the secret, if there was one, is consistency, getting focused, and getting locked in. I know I got a ton of time, so I'll wrap it up here, and I want to give you some gifts. And this is all for 100% free. It's nothing for sale. It's all free. I want to give you what I call the 7-figure client business building bundle, right? If you want to grow your business, you want to get more clients. So what I want to give you is, number one, we'll give you our paid ad playbook. So the paid ad playbook shows you how to get 50 to 100 leads every single day that convert into clients. I also want to give you our enroll more clients guide. So if you want to be able to get people to buy what you offer and pay you $3,000 to $10,000 or more without sales assistance, you want the enroll more clients guide. I'm also going to give you a training on how to get 20 to 30 clients every single month. 20 to 30 clients every single month. And I'm going to show you how to take your knowledge and expertise and package that knowledge and expertise, because I know I talked about that one offer. How do you turn that book into that one offer? Or how do you create that offer if you don't got a book? You say, okay, you use this formula that I'm going to give you. It's going to show you how to make $100,000 per year or $100,000 per month with your knowledge and expertise. And I got a lot of other cool stuff for you. And it's all for 100% free, just because you connected to Taria. And if you family with Taria, you family with us, right? So all you got to do, and let me say this as well. Tomorrow, put it on your calendar, because I had a very short period of time today. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing another training, more in depth. We're gonna dive heavy into how do you package your knowledge and expertise, and then turn your annual income into your monthly income. I'm gonna have a lot more time to really dive deep into it and really unpack this. So in the meantime, I'm gonna give you this one gift that I'm telling you about, but make sure you put on your calendar to be with me tomorrow at 2:30. I'm doing a brand new training specifically for y'all. It's gonna be a total game changer, and I'm gonna literally be able to walk you through everything I'm talking about, so you can actually hit these revenue goals. I bet I'll have some time in there so you can ask me questions and all that good stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Put on your time, 2:30, and I'm gonna do something really cool for everybody who shows up. But it's only for the people who show up. I'm gonna do something really cool that I think you're really gonna get a ton of value from. But I'm gonna put on your tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Put it on your calendar. And I think my business partner, Dre, he speaks tomorrow I'm going to tell you right now so you don't miss it. He speaks tomorrow at 5:10. So put 5:10 on your calendar to see the Dre tomorrow, 2:30 tomorrow for me. And then you're going to help you put it all together. So yeah, my free gifts I was telling you about. What you want to do is you want to take out your phone and you want to text NYNY. So in the text area, right? The text broadcast area, to text body area. NYNY for New Year, New You, all together. So NYNY is all together. You're going to text that to 833-560-0283. So you're going to text it to 833-560-0283. 833-560-0283. Look at Taria, always fancy with the technology. The NYY to N33 833-560-0283. And I want to give you this link just in case, because sometimes technology is weird. You can also go to Work with Marquel, WRK with Marquel, MARQUEL.com/NYNY. So workwithmarquel.com/NYNY. And then you can get all those bundles as well. Just in case the text ain't don't work, you don't got your cell phone with you, whatever, you can go directly to the website and download it all as well. Everything I just told you about, and then some other cool stuff that I didn't explain here as well. But it's all for 100% free. Implement it. If you got some questions about any of it as well, we can dive in to that as well tomorrow on my 2:30 p.m. Eastern session. Trust me, you don't want to miss tomorrow. So make sure you put on your calendar, set an alarm, and be in the building. So that's all I got. I don't want to go over time. Taria, I don't know if we're doing questions or whatever, or if we just get into that tomorrow. Let me know what you want me to do.
Well, listen, yeah, we're going to get into the Q&A tomorrow. I need them to show up tomorrow to get the Q&A, because the cool thing as well is, first of all, let me just shout out everybody in the chat space. People said, okay, who said? Brenda said, I'm going to show up. Dr. Ann Maureen said, fire station just quit. Too much fire. The fire station just quit. It's too much fire. Listen, wait a minute, y'all. Y'all know we got to put a little sound effect on there. Come on. So, yeah. So, listen, I hope y'all sent y'all text message in to get y'all free gifts. He just gave y'all a ton of game and a ton of value in that free giveaway. And so if you want to be able to ask him questions, y'all gonna need to show up tomorrow live, okay, to the workshop, okay? So please, y'all, don't mess around with this opportunity. And again, for those of you who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, you need to be registered, because we will not be broadcasting this out to social media. So y'all, listen, make sure y'all thank my coach, Marquel. Make sure that you guys thank Dr. Cheryl Wood. Make sure you guys thank Andre Gaskin. And another thing y'all don't even know, he didn't even tell y'all, Marquel, Dr. Marquel, and Andre, aka Dre, they actually had a 7-hour event today too. And he literally just finished his 7-hour event to show up here and looking real crispy on that screen too with that camera. I see you. That camera looking nice. Y'all know I'm a gadget girl, so I'm over here like, what is that? But they had a 7-hour event today, and not only did they plug into this event to bring you this value, but showed up and showed out. So make sure y'all go and hit up both of them to thank them, as well as Dr. Cheryl Wood. It's actually her daughter's birthday today, and so she's getting prepared right now to go and do it real big for her daughter. And so I'm just so grateful to my coaches for being here, and extremely grateful to our speakers. Y'all, our speakers today lit it up. And tomorrow, they're not going to be doing not one, but 2 opportunities you guys will be able to get to see their workshops. But also, what's most important is that even if you can't get all the workshops, so that's a total of 7 workshops tomorrow. We're going to be busy. It's going to be a longer day tomorrow. But even if you cannot get to every single one of them, because unfortunately you can't, you will get the replays. But you must be registered. Now, this is what we're going to be doing. Before we finish the day off, I'm going to do one giveaway, okay? Now, I know some of you guys were asking, how do I get the points? By the way, for everybody who filled out the form, I'm going to give you guys the form one more time, okay? I'm going to give you guys the form one more time. I had some people messaging, I don't understand, why am I not my name out on the list? So this is the deal. We have currently over 1,200 registrations. So there's no way in this God's green earth that I'm about to put 1,200 names on the little spin wheel when I know everybody ain't show up because it's free. Because a lot of people think, because if it's free, it ain't for me. Well, that's good. You need to start investing anyways, right? So I'm not putting 1,200 names on the spin wheel. I'm only putting the names to the people who actually registered. Then you showed up to the actual conference. The conference. So for example, it's like registering for a conference and then going to the hotel. Does that make sense? And being in the space. So right now, what many of you guys are not seeing, if you are only watching on social media, we literally have over 80 plus people that are here in the physical conference, chatting, connecting, messaging, talking, and y'all about to get a chance to do some networking, okay? But for those of you watching on social media, we're broadcasting this to all social media platforms. Little marketing technique, okay, just in case y'all haven't caught on. It's a great way to get more people to know about the conference. For those of you who tagged individuals, you've shared this post, you've let people know about what we're doing. It's super exciting because now they get a chance to also register. However, there's also another thing. So I'm going to show you guys real quick just so that y'all can see. Hold on. Let me put it in real quick. So when you registered, many of you guys were emailed. If you registered today, then you also had an opportunity to see on this screen. Let me just show y'all. Okay. Let me show the screen. When you registered, it took you to this page. Now, if it did not take you to this page, also on several occasions prior to today, I've sent out emails telling you that you need to get your social points. I can't help it if people don't want to read the emails, child. I can't help it. I done sent sent out text messages. Listen, people just be ignoring the email. I know some of y'all be like, Tarina's, because you email all the time. So what? Y'all need to stop ignoring opportunity, right? Listen, it is what it is. However, if you did not do your social points, you can actually do your social points for today to get your points up for tomorrow. Okay, so you can do them today, but I'm only going to be selecting, I'm going to do 2 giveaways today for those individuals who actually got their social points. And for every 20 points, your name is actually added, okay? So if you go to this page, this is actually after you register, you'll see where you can put in your social points. You're going to watch the video that shows you how to do it. Then you're going to go to get your social points. Let me show you. I'm going to pull it up just so y'all can see what it looked like. When you go here, look at this. These are the people and their actual points. So as you can see, Shidell, I know I'm saying it so wrong. Shidell, she got 881 points now. I think she got more points since earlier today. So everybody, you got to get your points up. And that will add your name multiple times to the entries, okay? And so there's so many different things. For those of you who did upload your picture, hopefully by tonight, we'll be able to have you a flyer that you can share out there to the world. But this is how you get your points, and this is how you get the VIP giveaways. Tomorrow is when we will actually do the flat screen TV. Also, another thing that I just want to stress to y'all, again, nobody paid $1 to attend this conference. So sometimes people be having the audacity and they pay no money, ain't invest, and be having attitudes. And I'm like, but wait a minute now. Y'all just had a chance to hear from more than 12 to 13 dynamic speakers who've absolutely changed our lives. Literally in just a couple of hours. What are we complaining about? See, that is the challenge with life. We got to stop complaining about these opportunities that are changing our lives. But just so y'all know, you got to follow the instructions, guys, okay? So we're going to do a giveaway right now, and I am going to be giving away 2 of these lovely microphones. Okay, so 2 individuals are going to win one of these microphones, and y'all have the phone number, right? Remember that if that person ain't here, oh well, so what? No, not so what, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all got 5 minutes. Y'all got, oh, April said, please don't post. Why would you post the picture, girl, if you don't want to post it? You got 5 minutes to text in your information if your name is selected. If you text in your information and your name was not selected, you're automatically disqualified. Okay? You're automatically disqualified. So for every 20 entries, you get your name added. Okay? So let me do like this. Hold on one sec, y'all. And then, by the way, we have a conference that's coming up. How many of y'all enjoyed this conference so far? Like the layovers, that's right. I said what I said. How many of y'all love the layovers? How many of you guys like the speakers, like the opportunity? Our speakers are partners. I just want you guys to know every single one of the speakers, we actually brought tables to tables. We partnered in on this opportunity. And so it has definitely been, we've spent a lot of money behind the scenes, a lot of time. We had trainings. We had, by the way, we have a brand new book that's also coming out, All Gas, No Brakes. And it's a play. We have a play on the word breaks. We've sold over already 100+ copies of this book. Every single one of our speakers, our main speakers, with the exception, of course, of our keynotes, they're all authors in the book. So they got a brand new book that's coming out. By the way, if you haven't gotten a copy and you know one of the speakers, support them and get a copy of the book, okay? They're going to be leveraging this book. It comes with tons of training. And so for those of you who love this and you would like an opportunity to be on a platform in front of thousands, I only have 3 more spots left. I mean, I'm not saying that to hype y'all up. Y'all wasn't playing. And we got a couple of our speakers in here, right? So if you go to, and by the way, so I just want to let y'all know, disclaimer, we already had the live broadcast. So you'll be getting the replay. We already had the live broadcast. So there is no live broadcast tonight at 6:30 p.m. I'm just letting y'all know. We already had. So for anybody that want to be messaging me, I thought you said it was going to be live. It ain't. So it's going to redirect you to the Zoom. It was already in the past. You're going to put in your information and I'll send you the replay today. Okay. But we only have 3 more spots available. So if you're interested, you're just going to go to the link. I'm looking for, what's the link, y'all? I'm looking for speakers.com. I'm looking for speakers.com. And that's to get, we have 3 more spots. And the conference is going to be in June. It is called Move to Motivate. And of course, we're going to have some more keynote big hitters on the stage too. But you guys are going to get the opportunity to partner. And we're bringing tables to tables. We're collaborating. Every one of our speakers also are getting so many amazing bonus deals. I haven't even finished all the stuff that they're going to get. They don't even know. So I'm looking for speakers.com. And as you can see, I have men and women. So this is, everybody is welcome. And I know that everybody was of African-American descent or African descent. But anybody, all colors, all nationalities are welcome. Okay. As long as you don't mind little hoodness. Cause that's just my personality. All right, y'all. So let's get into this. So just so you know, we do have a lot of people who qualified for the big giveaway. So I'm giving away 2 of these microphones. This microphone, in case anybody would like to know what it is, it's called the HyperX. Hold on. HyperX. Hold on. Let me give y'all the exact name. It is the HyperX Quadcast microphone. HyperX. Oh, I done messed up the frame. Quadcast microphone. Okay. And so I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of this. And so for those of you, you know, next time, if you're on a live and broadcasting, when you get your microphone, make sure you got your mic in the camera. Also, I'm just going to ask you a favor, since it was free. If you could do me a favor, if you do win a gift, if you win one of these VIPs, we would love for you when you get the gift. I did a really good video the other day of Dr. Daisha, who is a part of Book Profits Club. And she did a video just sharing herself opening up the box. I'm so grateful for that. A lot of times people win these giveaways, don't even say thank you. I ain't paid $1. You know, and many times to get a giveaway like this, most people got to pay $97, $297. Just think about it. And so I appreciate when people do things like that, because of course it helps us to be able to do more and give back to what you guys, you know, need. These are tools that you guys are going to be able to use for your business. So again, if you do win, that's all I'm asking. You know, a little video, you know what I'm saying? You know, a little thank you. Thank the speakers, because they also contributed to this. Every one of the speakers contributed. You know what I'm saying? Just a little, ain't not too big. You know what I'm saying? Just a little something, something. All right, let me go ahead and do this giveaway. So I'm going to show you, it's ton. Some of y'all got qualified for more than 40 plus to have your name up here more than 40 times because of all the points. I said, dog, I should have made the qualifier to be like 50 points or something, child. Because all you had to do was get 20 points to be added. That's it. 20 points. So let's do this. Let me make sure I got the, hold up. Make sure I got the names on here. Y'all see, look at how long this list is. It's like, it's going to take a minute for it all to be added to, just so y'all know. By the way, because the way that the form is, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to be announcing the email. So again, y'all know the number by now. Hopefully y'all know the number. If somebody could post the number for me of what y'all need to text, you're going to be texting your name, your email, and you're going to be texting your mailing address as well as what you want. Okay, here it goes. It's adding it in. Look at this, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. I think it's still adding it in. I don't know. But what we're going to do, we're going to shuffle it up. Let's see. We're going to shuffle it up. Today is January the 29th. I'm going to shuffle it up 12 times. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And remember, you must text within 5 minutes if you win. By the way, as long as you got points, you can win multiple gifts. And so if somebody win all the gifts, I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. All right, I'm just saying. Listen. This is how it is. Y'all better start preaching. Y'all better pray over this. Y'all ready? Let's get into this spin. All right. So whoever's email is Jen Tel Palino. I mean, I could really go look it up real quick, but I ain't gonna do it. But who is that? Are they here? Go ahead, send your text message in. Now, what I will tell you is I'm gonna remove all instances. You see, so that because So when we do one single drawing, we'll do it like that. Okay, y'all ready? So now it's time for the final spin of today's win. But don't worry, I got another announcement, y'all. So everybody who filled out that form, the JOT form, I got a gift for y'all. Let's do it! Lim Hudson at gmail.com. Lim Hudson at gmail.com. So congratulations. As you can see though, we got, look, some of y'all are in here so many times. But listen, everybody's going to have an opportunity. Tomorrow we're going to be giving away a flat screen TV, HD tablet, ear pods, all types of stuff. We're going to be giving away a ton of stuff. It's just going to be amazing tomorrow, okay? And the day night here, child, I hope, well, 5 minutes. Y'all got 5 minutes. Now, what I will tell you is this. Tomorrow, we're also going to give away another microphone, but it's going to be lit. Tomorrow's going to be lit. And for all of you guys who did, and don't forget, I give away giveaways for people taking action, period. So all of you guys that submitted your information, you got some points. You're going to get some stuff anyways. And I am going to do some points for the number one, for the person who has the most points. And so whoever has the most points, I am going to give something to you as well, because you really was not playing at all and you deserve to at least win. Now, the special that I'm going to give to everybody who submitted, I'm not going to post the link again because I done told y'all, but everybody who did register on the type form, the JOT form, everybody who submitted their name on the JOT form, and believe it or not, y'all, we've had well over, I don't know, between 100 to 150 people that have gone into the back line. And everybody is not. We only had about, I think less than 30 people submitted the form. So as you guys know, I specifically work with speakers, coaches, and network marketers. I show them how to produce profitable books, teaching them how to promote, profit, and get their books to perform. You know what's so crazy too? Going back to what Marquel talked about. See, the thing is, Marquel has one main offer. Cheryl, one main offer. Dre, one main offer, right? We all have one main offer. And for those of you who've ever been in any of my programs or been in Book Profits Club, you thought you was coming to write a book, or you thought that you were coming just to learn how to promote your book, and found out, oh, it's a whole system up in here. And so when you focus on teaching people the one transformation, and when they join what you're doing, they buy your product, they buy your service, they invest into what it is, there's so much more that you can add to it. But a lot of times, and this is me just giving you some additional little tips right now, because a lot of times we say, well, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. And now what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a position where you are overworked and underpaid. Since making a decision, it was 2019 that I decided I'm going to stop doing these public speaking workshops. I'm gonna stop doing these social media workshops. I'm gonna stop. I was doing workshops on I did a workshop on teaching people how to get butts in seats. I'm gonna stop trying to tell people all these different type of transformations, and I'm gonna focus on one offer. And if I focus on becoming the best, becoming the queen of book profiting. See, I'm not the queen of book publishing. No. I got plenty of you guys that are here. You didn't write your books through me, but I'm teaching you how to leverage those books. I don't want to be the queen of book publishing. I'm the queen of book profiting. And many of you guys will find out when people take advantage of my one, right? They're able to learn so much. We just had a mastermind, our very first only client mastermind. Got that through being a part of CAU and the 7-figure mastermind. We had our very first only client only mastermind last weekend. And in the mastermind, we did public speaking training. We did social media training. We did, what else? I had my videographer come on and teach. I had Keisha C. Williams come on and teach about webinars. Just because I have so many different skill sets in different areas doesn't mean I need to confuse my audience. My one is books. One main offer, one main transformation. You come in, guess what? You still gonna get some word. Y'all gonna hear about me talking about my day. Most of my BPC members know I will get on here and just be random, talk about, it's all type of stuff that we do. And so if you don't get anything from today, number one of my biggest takeaways, I think, of course, is investing in ourselves. You guys invested in yourself to be here today, number one. Number two, you got to develop the right mindset. All of us, everybody, I saw you in the chat space. Mindset. Here we go. Mindset. Number three, you got to figure out what is going to be your transformation that you provide to this world. What is going to be that one thing? When it's all said and done, what is it that people are going to say that you was known for? And I believe in everything that we do, it always has a way of connecting right back to the Creator. Everything we do always has a way of connecting us back to the Creator. Tomorrow's workshops, listen, get y'all rest tonight. Because when I tell you that tomorrow the workshops are going to be amazing. The link has not been sent out yet. I'm going to send you guys the link of where you need to go to get the link. It's real simple though. For those of y'all who know the link for day one, you know the link for day two. But it's going to be a different platform. We start at 10 a.m. Okay, 10 a.m. It's going to be amazing. You do not want to miss it. Okay, so make sure that you guys are registered. Again, for those of you, if you want to take those last couple of spots, I know Leda is going to be one of our. One day I'm gonna get Leda to get on so I can, because she put LADA, but I think that's Leda. Or Leda. I think it's Leda. So Leda, she's in the trucking industry. She's going to be one of our speakers for Move to Motivate. I know Javon is going to be one of our speakers for Move to Motivate. I think Dr. Jasmine Zapata, who also teaches people about books, who's also a part of the Elite Publishers Group. She's a part of the group that we created together because we understand that together we can do so much more. We could be in the same industry and together we can still impact way more people than trying to do it by ourselves. We don't have lack mentality over here. We believe in abundance. We know that when we work together, God has no other option but to bless us. Tomorrow is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see you guys on tomorrow. Make sure that y'all come ready to learn. Get y'all journals, get y'all pens. I know for some of y'all, you like, well, I got church. I'm just listen to the replay at church. Don't miss it. I promise you, because Dr. Cheryl Wood is going to minister. I'm spitting all over the place. She gonna minister to us, y'all. It's going to be amazing. All right, y'all. Well, I love you. I appreciate you. One final thing for those of y'all who still on fire and you can't leave. You like, listen, I am still on fire. What we doing? I ain't trying to go nowhere. Well, what you can do, guys, is you can network, okay? You can go to network. Once we come out of here, I'm going to open up the networking session where you all can go, and there's different tables. Some of the tables have 8. You could do individual one-on-one networking. I'm going to go look to see in case we need to add some more tables, we will. But it's a chance for you guys to go sit at a table. So I want you to visualize it like this. You know, when you go to a conference, and the conference, the round table, it's seats all around. You can sit down and connect and network. Maybe y'all can talk and reflect on what you did. Speakers, y'all can go into some of these tables and connect with individuals. But this week, I'm going to leave it open for some time, okay? So I probably need to extend it a little bit more. I put it up there for 90 minutes, but let me extend it for about a little bit longer, because y'all, you know, I know some of y'all might get on there. Shoot, you never know. We might have some amazing breakthrough stories that we're going to hear about tomorrow from this networking. So you can do 2. You can go to speed networking, or you can sit down at the table. Okay. So it's real easy to get into. You'll see when you log into where the networking, you'll see the tables, but you'll also see on the top right-hand corner where you can click and you can speed network, and you just never know who's going to pop up on that other screen. Okay. So I appreciate you guys. I haven't said this in a while, so I might as well go ahead and close this on out. Again, you don't have to go though. You can go to networking, but I'm going to close it out with one of my favorite quotes, created by yours truly. Vision is the art of seeing what's invisible to others. So don't allow people who do not see what you see to break your focus. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, don't you look left. Don't you look right. Only stay focused forward for what God has for you. Because at the end of the day, my darlings, all will be well. All right, y'all, well, we're going to be out of here. Hit up the networking session. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at y'all. Deuces.